Hi, friends. My name is Toni Cureton. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Life Skills FYI. Life Skills FYI provides a set of core adult capabilities to manage work, family, and relationships successfully. It's designed to help build the skills adults need for life. Life Skills FYI teaches skills of planning, awareness, focus, self-control, and flexibility. They are daily living skills to promote successful, independent living, skills that every adult should know, but were never taught in school. Life Skills FYI premieres on Thursdays at 10 a.m. on our My Virtual Academy Facebook page and on Instagram. So today we are going to be discussing self-defense tips and techniques. It's the holiday season, and the holiday season is full of decorations and fun with friends and family, happy times, and lots of gift shopping. It is also full of bad actors that are looking for an opportunity to take advantage of unsuspecting people. Currently, we live in a world where, for the most part, people are good, kind, respectful, and caring. But it is possible to encounter circumstances where you can be hurt, harmed, or worse. While you cannot control the actions of others, staying alert and making yourself aware of the possibility of an attack can be key in helping you to prevent them in the first place. Today, I will share some basic self-awareness, situational awareness things that you can do to help increase your safety when you're out and about. These general safety tips will help you not to become a victim in this holiday season and beyond. So, prevention is the best cure. Part of staying safe and defending yourself involves preventing attacks from happening in the first place. The most effective self-defense is to avoid putting yourself in situations where you must use self-defense. Simple steps such as being alert, not traveling alone, limiting conversations with strangers, and trusting your gut can go a long way towards preventing and fending off an attacker. Sometimes, of course, you have no choice. In such situations, keep a straight, tall posture, look around as you walk, and quickly and purposefully walk straight to your destination. Don't linger, don't be looking down at your phone. Walk straight, purposefully to your destination. So, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Typically, this is known as situational awareness. And you should make a habit to know what's going on around you when you're walking outside. Look around you, observe things, pay attention. Take notice of the people that are in your area. Pay attention to people as they approach you, walk past you. Make eye contact with people, with strangers as you are walking around. When you walk into a room, look to your left and your right to see who's lingering at the doors. Make sure you observe where your exits are in case you have to make a quick exit towards the doorways. Look to see who's there. Look around and make sure you know who's around you when you're occupying, the space of a building, or as you walk down the street or go to the mall or you're in the store. Don't live in a bubble where you think you're the only one out there. Pay attention. When you walk outdoors, immediately look to your left and your right to see if anyone is lingering. Look around you, look behind you. Watch the people that are across the street from you. You can often make sure that someone's not following you if you're constantly looking around you as you go. You don't have to be paranoid, you just need to be aware. Next, make sure you lock your car doors immediately. Women, I know I do myself, we have a tendency when we get in a car, we sit there for a minute and we make adjustments. You know, we look at things on our phone, or we go into the packages we just purchased. Women have a tendency to get in the car and sit, doing different things. Stop it, because you're making yourself into a target. You know, this can spell trouble. As soon as you get in your car, you should immediately lock your doors and start the car up and pull off. Look at your phone later. Check your packages later. Soon as you get in your car, lock your doors, start the car, and pull away, drive away. Make this a habit. This will keep predators that may be watching you from being able to approach your car unawares by you because you're involved in your phone or your packages, or distracted by your children, from getting into your car and threatening you, or worse. Next, the phone, the infamous cell phone. We take our phones everywhere. We do everything on them, and we're constantly looking at them, either scrolling through social media or actually texting or talking on the phone. If that's your typical MO, stop it. You can text or scroll your social media or talk to whomever when you're in a safe environment. You have to pay attention. Your cell phone call, your text, your social media posts, they're not necessary. And they could cause you to be vulnerable and put in unsafe situations. The calls can wait, the text can wait, the social media can wait. Get in your car, start your car, and pull away, or put your phone away as you're walking to your destinations. And then you can pull it out and answer your texts and your phone and scroll through your social media. I don't know how many times I've seen people as I'm out and about, heads down, and they're in their phone. Anybody can approach you, you know, anybody can approach you. Just last night, I was at the store, and I was with a friend, and I was just going to run in and run out. And so I did. But they were scrolling through their cell phone. And so as I was approaching the car, their head was down and they were, they were in the cell phone. They didn't even realize that I had returned until I got to the car and opened up the door. And they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know you were here. I didn't see you coming. Well, that's because you were in your phone. And while it's just me, that could have been someone not so nice wanting to do not so good things, So when you are out and about, get out of your phone. Not only does that keep you aware of your surroundings by any human threats, but it also helps you pay attention to traffic around you. If you're walking, you won't get run over, or you won't trip or fall. How many funniest videos have we all witnessed where you see people walking and they're into their phone and they trip and fall into a fountain of water, or they run into a door because they're looking at their phone instead of walking and looking up and seeing what's ahead of them and around them. Especially if you have your kids with you. Stay out of your phone. It's not safe. You aren't giving them your undivided attention, and potentially you could be creating a dangerous situation. Keep your phone handy to call for help, but don't be so tied up into it that you can't be aware of what's going on around you in the moments that you need them most. Stay aware and pay attention. Next, parking and vehicle safety. When parking, choose spots that are well lit, near other cars, and as close to the main entrance of a building as possible, limiting the time you spend in parking lots or parking structures, especially parking structures, because parking structures tend to be isolated, and you don't want to be isolated in a place where people could come out and attack you. So make sure that you park near your entrance as close as possible, so it limits the amount of time that you spend walking to your car or even looking for your car, because now you've been away so long that you don't even recognize where your car could possibly be. Lock your cars quickly. Keep your keys handy. Be aware if strangers are around you when you are approaching your car. If they seem to be hanging around, don't approach your car. Go back into the building and ask security to escort you to your vehicle if you feel uncomfortable. Always check in and around your cars before you enter. When you're loading your car trunks, do so as quickly as possible. Again, making sure that you keep looking around you to make sure that your area is safe, and that you're watching people that are approaching you, so that they don't take advantage of you looking down and loading your groceries or your packages and not see them. If this is one of the new trendier crimes that are going on, criminals are putting pieces of paper or money on your windshield, because they want you to take the time to go to your windshield and remove it. And in that time period, they come out from wherever they're hiding and they rob you. This is one of the newer robbery schemes that's going on. If when you approach your car, you see something on your windshield, do not waste your time going to that. Get in your car, lock your door, pull out and drive away. Drive away, and when you get a further distance away from where you were, you can pull over then and remove it. If it's not really obstructing your vision, just keep driving until you get home, and then you can pull it off and throw it away. Don't be overcome by the new ploys that they put out to distract or position themselves where they can take advantage of you. It's not really worth it. Make sure, again, that you lock your car doors and drive away immediately when you are going back to your vehicle from wherever it is that you came from. And that way you get your vehicle and yourself out of danger and harm's way, and you can remove anything you see on your windshield later on. Parking in public places. Here are some tips when while you're out and about. If you are shopping with your children, make a plan with them in case you get separated. Explain to your children where the main interest of the building or the store or the mall is. Point out the employees and the security people if they have them, especially. And if you happen to get separated, make sure you tell your children that store personnel or building security people are safe people that they can go to get help. Also, don't leave packages visible in your car while you're gone. Lock them up in the trunk where they're unseen, or if possible, when you go shopping, especially this holiday season, go shopping, purchase what you're going to purchase, take it home, and then go back out if you need to do more shopping. This is a time for pickpockets, because holiday season, people are carrying a lot of money because they're doing shopping. You know, the credit cards are handy. Make sure you carry your purse close to your body, or your wallet inside your coat or in your front trouser pockets, if possible. You could even consider not carrying a purse at all. Sometimes, especially during this time, I just put my wallet in my jean pockets and I put my phone and keys in my side pockets. And that eliminates the possibility of a lot of people targeting me for picking my pocket, if you will. And it's less, bulky and cumbersome. And so I'm able to move and maneuver without having to deal with, okay, where's my purse? And, everything's in my jean pockets, and I go in and I go out, Also, during this holiday season, plan ahead. Take a friend, take a family member with you when you go shopping. It's best when you shop in pairs and in groups. That way you make yourself less of a target. Also, don't leave your purse unattended in your grocery bag, in your cart. Put it on, keep it with you. Sometimes, I know I've been guilty of it myself. I've set my purse in my cart. Don't do that, especially now during this holiday season. Keep it on you, or lock it up and leave it in your car. Or, again, consider traveling without your purse. Just take only that which is necessary. Or maybe get a smaller purse. They've got huge purses now, and they're big and they're beautiful. But I found that the bigger they are, the more that I stick in it. And you don't need to carry all of that. Travel as lightly as you possibly can. Avoid being out by yourself also. Again, travel with a companion, a friend, a coworker, a family member. People that travel in groups or in pairs are less likely to be targeted than if you were out there by yourself. It's easier. Robbers and people, they want to take advantage of you, but they want to do it with as least struggle as possible. So avoid being out by yourself. Avoid being out at night alone. It is getting darker earlier now. Don't be out in the dark by yourself. Consider doing whatever it is you have to do the next day while it's daylight, and don't be out in isolated places, unfamiliar areas. Go in the areas that that you're familiar with and that are safe and well traveled. Because again, when you're out there by yourself in a desolate area, in a rural area, in an unfamiliar area, this is an opportunity where people can take advantage. Also, when you're out and about, avoid wearing earbuds and headphones in public. You have to be able to hear what's around you. And if you're, jamming to your favorite song and people are approaching, or someone is approaching you that means you harm, with the music, the distraction of the music, you could not hear it and become a victim. Also, you need to trust your gut. Sometimes, most times, there's an intuition you'll feel within yourself regarding situations that says, maybe you shouldn't do that, or maybe you shouldn't go there. When you get that feeling, pay attention to it and do what it's saying. If your feeling is telling you, oh, this is not really a good place to be, then leave. Trust your gut and get out of any area or away from people that you feel unsafe around. Also, do not leave your food or your beverages unattended. If you are out in a public place and you are eating or drinking anything, finish it and discard it, or don't leave it unattended. Don't leave it uncovered. Don't pass your cup to someone and say, hey, hold this for me. Pay attention. People drug and people poison your food and your beverages when you're not paying attention, and you don't want that situation to happen to you. Also, the holiday season, we're in the midst of it. Christmas is approaching, New Year's is approaching. And again, this is a time where you should be with your family and your friends, and you should be celebrating and having fun. And I hope you enjoy this holiday season and everything that comes with it. But please also be mindful and stay safe. Take precautions. Be on the lookout for different scam attempts. Make sure that you take every precaution so that during this holiday season, you're not a victim of anything or anyone. We hear heartbreaking stories this time of year where people have scammed someone and taken advantage of someone. And this is, it's supposed to be a happy time. And no one can ever afford being a victim, but especially now, this is supposed to be a happy time. And the last thing anyone wants to hear is news of bad things happening to other people. So I encourage you to be cautious and listen to your gut when it comes to your safety and potential scams. If you are unsure of your safety in any situation or circumstance, or if someone looks suspicious or makes you feel uncomfortable, always trust your instincts and leave quickly and seek help. If you're it is getting darker earlier. And so maybe your normal time of getting off work is 5 or 5:30, where it's already dark by this time. If you feel uncomfortable going to your vehicle by yourself, ask a coworker, or again, you're building security to escort you to your vehicle. If you're seeing strangers or strange people hanging around your vehicle, don't go to your vehicle. Stay in the building where it's safe, and they leave, and then you can go to your vehicle and lock your doors immediately when you get in your car and drive away immediately. Following precautions and being aware of your surroundings and trusting your instincts will help you in standing strong against con artists and scammers in the coming weeks, as well as beyond, well into the new year for, going forward. And lastly, make sure that you share this information with your family, friends, and everyone, because caring is sharing. Well, friends, that is all my time for today. Thank you for tuning in to another Life Skills FYI. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to give me a call. My number is 586-842-0558. That's 586-842-0558. Again, my name is Toni Cureton. Thank you again for tuning in, and always remember to adult responsibly.